Hello children, welcome back to our online teaching program. So today in this video we are going to discuss all the question answer for all the worksheet for the two chapter, that is first chapter nutrition in plants and second chapter nutrition in animals. So let's start with our first chapter. First chapter worksheet number 1. So the chapter is nutrition in plant. So here the three section I have given you. In the A section, very short answer type question. Here the first question is, name the process by which the plant prepare their food. Answer is, the photosynthesis is the process by which the plants prepare their food. So here the question is asking about to write the name of the process. And so this photosynthesis is the answer. Then in question number 2, what are the small spores on the undersurface of the leaves called? Here the question is asking that leaves have certain small spores, that means small holes are there under the leaf surface. So what that holes are known as? So this answer is the small spores on the undersurface of the leaves called stomata. So stomata is the answer. These stomata are the small spores. Then in part B, short answer type question. Here the question is asking, why are the animals and the fungi are called heterotrophs? So everybody know what is heterotrophs. You have studied about autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. So those organisms which show heterotrophic nutrition, they are known as heterotrophs. So here the question is asking that why these animals and fungi are called heterotroph. So answer is that animals and the fungi are called heterotrophs because they cannot make their food. They have to depend on others for food. In the next question, name the factor which affect photosynthesis. Here the question is asking that what are the factors which affect the process photosynthesis. So the answer is the factor which affect photosynthesis are first light intensity, second nature of light, third carbon dioxide, and fourth temperature. Then in the C section, that is the long answer type questions. So question number 1 is, what are the functions of food? Here the question is asking about the functions of food. So the answer is, the functions of food are, food helps to build the body, food provide energy to the body, food helps in the growth and repair of the body. So these are the three main functions of the food. So next question is asking in the long question, describe question number 2, describe the process of photosynthesis with the help of diagram. Here the question is asking to describe the whole process of photosynthesis and you have to draw the diagram. With the help of the diagram you have to describe the process of photosynthesis. So first of all you have to write the definition of the process, then you have to write the reactions, and then you have to draw the diagram. So here the answer is, photosynthesis is a process by which green plants prepare their food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight trapped by chlorophyll. So this chlorophyll is a green pigment which is present in the leaf, sunlight, then carbon dioxide and water. These are the main essential raw material which are necessary for the process of photosynthesis. Now photosynthesis is described by the following reaction. So this is the reaction which takes place. The carbon dioxide plus water, then both sunlight and chlorophyll, then it results into glucose and oxygen. So this carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of sunlight. This sunlight is being trapped by the chlorophyll and then it results into glucose plus oxygen. So now from where does the plant get the carbon dioxide and water? So carbon dioxide is absorbed from the air and water is absorbed from the soil. Sunlight provides energy needed for the chemical reaction. It is captured by the green pigment called chlorophyll. Then simple sugar like glucose is formed. Glucose is stored as starch in the leaves. Oxygen is released as a byproduct. So this is the whole process. You have to write it, then you have to draw the diagram. So in your previous video I have given you the PDF. So in your PDF there is already the diagram in the page number 5. In the page number 5 there is a diagram. This is a diagram showing the photosynthesis. So you have to draw this diagram in this answer. Then worksheet number 2 for the chapter 1. Nutrition in plant. So in the worksheet number 2, there is also 3 sections there. First section A, very short answer type question. So here the first question is define parasitic nutrition. Here you have to write the definition of parasitic nutrition. So answer is parasitic nutrition means obtaining nutrition from living green plants and animal. Question number 2. What do saprotrophic organisms live on? Here the question is asking that saprotrophic organism, where does they live? So the answer is saprotrophic organism live on dead and decaying organic matter. Because we all know saprotrophic nutrition. In this, the organism, they takes the food from the dead and decaying organic matter. So definitely this organism must be live on the dead and decaying organic matter. Then in B, short answer type question. The first question is Cuscuta is not a green plant. How does it get nutrition? Here the question is asking that Cuscuta is not a green plant, but how does it get its nutrition? How can it get its food? So the answer is that Cuscuta is a parasitic plant. It gets nutrition from its host plant. Cuscuta absorbs water and nutrient from the host plant. So in parasitic plant, that means parasitic plants are those plants which depends on the other living plants or animals. So this Cuscuta plant, I had already explained in your video that this Cuscuta depends on other green plants, and as a result that other green plant, that is known as the host plant. So this Cuscuta, they takes the water and nutrient from that other green plant, that we call it as a host plant. So in the question number 2, they are asking name one each of A, totally parasitic, B, partial parasitic plant. So here one is asking, then you have to write a name of totally parasitic plant and B, partial parasitic plant. So answer is totally parasitic plant, answer is Cuscuta. So this Cuscuta plant is a totally parasitic plant, and B, partial parasitic plant, Mistletoe plant, this is a total parasitic plant. In the long question, they are asking in the C section that write the difference between parasitic nutrition and saprophytic nutrition along with example. Here you have to write the differences between so you have to draw a table and then you have to write the differences between the parasitic and saprophytic. It is in the page number 14. In your PDF you can find it. This is the table. This is the page number 14. Here I have given you the difference between the parasitic, saprophytic and insectivorous. So here the question is asking about parasitic and saprophytic. So you have to write the parasitic and saprophytic nutrition, all the 3 points, and then you have to write the example also. Then in question number 2, how does pitcher plant capture the insects? So this is in the page number 13. In the page number 13, this is page number 13. Here in the page number 13, in the here there it is given a pitcher plant is a jar-like structure, is a modified part of leaf. So from here, this pitcher plant is a jar-like structure. From here you have to start the answer. Then up to here you have to write here. Up to entangle into the hair. Up to here you have to write the answer for this question. Then worksheet number 3, chapter 1, nutrition in plants. So here the question is first, here is also 3 different sections are there, very short. Here the first question is what type of plants have rhizobium bacteria? So they are asking that this bacteria, where this rhizobium bacteria is found. So the plants where this bacteria rhizobium found, that is the leguminous plant. So answer is leguminous plants have rhizobium bacteria. So next question is what type of relationship exists in a lichen? So here asking the lichen, it is a symbiotic relationship. So the question is asking that what type? So answer is symbiotic relationship exists in a lichen. Then in V, short answers. Give one way to replenish nutrients in the soil. Here asking that how you can make the loss of the nutrient in the soil. Replenish means to make up the loss of the nutrients. So one way to replenish nutrient in the soil is one, by using fertilizers. I have given in your PDF 3 points are there, either by using manures or either by using fertilizer or either by growing the leguminous plants. So from any 3 points you can write any one answer. So here I have given you using fertilizer. Then in B section, short answer type question. Question number 2, what is leguminous crop? So here you have to write crops like pulses that have root nodule in which bacteria called rhizobium are present. So in the long question, question number 1, why do farmers grow legume crops in a field after growing the other crop? Here the question is asking that in field, what do the farmer, they always used to grow legume crops and they alternate with the other crops also. So the question is asking that why do the farmer do so? So the answer is the farmers grow legume crops in field after growing the other crop for the following reasons. Number 1, for enriching the soil with nitrogen. Second, for a good yield. And third, legume crops do not harm the soil. Then in question number 2, explain what is meant by symbiotic relationship along with an example. So here they are asking about, you have to explain any symbiotic relationship along with an example. So this answer is in the page number 15. In the page number 15, this is the page number 15, symbiotic relationship, symbiosis. First of all, you have to write the definition of symbiotic relationship. You start with here, I have marked it, here the pink color marking is here. It is a unique type of association in which two organisms live together and both benefit from each other. So first of all, you have to write this one, then after that, write example. That example, here two examples are given. One is symbiosis between fungi and the roots and another is the lichen. From these two examples, you can write any one. So here I am marking the first one. You have to write an example, symbiosis between fungi and the roots of some plant. Plants provide shelter and nutrients to fungi. Second, fungi in return provide water and certain nutrient to the plant. Up to here you have to write the answer. Then for the chapter 2, nutrition in animals. In the chapter 2, nutrition in animals, first is the worksheet number 1. Here I have given you an activity. For that activity, you have to find the answer in the internet. In the internet, if you choose it, you can get the answer. In the B, short answer. Question number 1, name the 5 steps of nutrition in animals. So here the 5 steps of nutrition in animals. One is first one, ingestion, second digestion, third absorption, fourth assimilation, and fifth egestion. So these are the 5 steps of nutrition in animals. Second is state the functions of tongue. So functions of tongue are, the answer is in the page number 7. So in the page number 7, this is the page number 7. So here the main functions of the tongue are 3-4 points are there. So I have marked it. From here this pink color marking is there. So you have to write all the 4 points for the answer. Then question number 3, state the total number of incisor and canine found in an adult human. The total number of incisor found in an adult human is 8. Total number of canine found in an adult human is 4. Then question number 4, note down the table 1 which is in the page number 4 in your copy. So here you have to write from the page number 4 the table number 1. You have to write it down in your notebook. Then question number 5, draw the diagram of permanent teeth in your copy. That answer is in the page number 5. In the page number 5, so this is the answer. This is the page number 5. So here you have to draw this diagram first and then you have to draw the incisor, canine, premolar and molar. So right here figure permanent teeth. So you have to draw this diagram for this answer. Then worksheet number 2. In the worksheet number 2, the first, nutrition in animals. The first question is, what does the inner lining of the stomach secrete? The answer is the inner lining of the stomach secrete gastric juice which contain mucus, hydrochloric acid and third enzyme. Question number 2, state the function of villi in small intestine. Here asking about the function of villi. The answer is the function of villi in small intestine is to increase the surface area for absorption of food. Then question number 3, what is the role of saliva in digestion of food? They are asking about the function of saliva in their digestion, breaking down of the food. The role of saliva is to convert carbohydrate into simple sugar. So that is the main role of the saliva. Question number 4, name various parts of alimentary canal. So the name of various parts of alimentary canal are: number 1, buccal cavity; 2nd, food pipe. This food pipe is also known as esophagus; 3rd, stomach; 4th, small intestine; 5th, large intestine; 6th, anus. Then question number 5. What is the role of hydrochloric acid in the stomach? The answer is: the role of hydrochloric acid in the stomach is to kill bacteria and makes medium acidic. Question number 6. What is the function of large intestine? Answer is: the function of large intestine is absorption of water and ejection of waste. Then B, long answer. Question number: draw a well-labeled diagram of the human digestive system. This answer is in the page number 15. So in the page number 15 you have to page number 15. So here this is the page number 15. So this whole diagram, human digestive system, you have to draw this diagram in your copy for this answer. Then question number 2. Name the secretion by the inner lining of our stomach. What are its functions? The answer is: the secretion by the inner lining of our stomach are mucus, hydrochloric acid, and 3rd, enzyme. And its main function are mucus. The mucus main function is lubricated and protect stomach lining. Hydrochloric acids, the main function is to kill bacteria and makes the medium acidic. An enzyme digests and protein into peptides. So these are the main function of this secretion. Then for the chapter number 2, that is the worksheet number 3, nutrition in animals. A, very short answer. Question number: what is the partially digested cellulose in the rumen of a cow called? So the answer is: the partially digested cellulose in the rumen of a cow is called gut. Question number 2. What is the name of first chamber of the stomach in grass-eating animal? This rumen is the name of first chamber of the stomach in grass-eating animals. Then B, short answer. Question number 1. What is the role of pseudopodia in nutrition of amoeba? Answer is: the role of pseudopodia in nutrition of amoeba is to help in movement and capturing of food. So this movement and capturing of food is the main role of pseudopodia. Then what are ruminants? Give 2 examples. Ruminants, you have to write the ruminant from the key terms. In the key term I have given about the ruminants, so from there you have to write the answer. Then 2 examples. 2 examples are cow, buffalo. Then long answer. In the long answer, the question is asking that how does digestion occur in grass-eating animals? In this you have to write the following points. First, the grass-eating animals have a large stomach with 4 compartments: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum, and special bacteria in the stomach that breaks down cellulose which is present in grass. Then second point, you have to: grass-eating animals swallow half, chew it grass quickly and store it in first chamber, that is rumen. Here the food get partially digested and this partially digested food is called gut. Then third point, when these animals rest, they bring back gut from rumen back into their mouth, and this process is known as rumination. During rumination, gut mixes with saliva and gets converted into semi-solid form and is swallowed back to the second chamber for further digestion. Fifth one, further digestion takes place in the third and the fourth chamber. From the stomach, food passes into the small intestine for digestion and absorption. 7. Grass-eating animals have a large sac-like structure called cecum in between the small intestine and the large intestine. 8. Any undigested cellulose is digested in the cecum of the alimentary canal. So you have to write all these points for the first question, that how does digestion occur in grass-eating animals. So in question number 2, you have to write it from the question number 2. The question is in your worksheet. The question number 2 is that show with the help of diagram the nutritional process in amoeba. So here you have to write the answer from the PDF. Here page number 20. In the page number 20, here this is the diagram. Here given the feeding in amoeba or nutritional process in amoeba. So you have to draw this diagram. A, B, C, D, E. All the up to E, you have to draw the diagram and you have to label it: nucleus, food, cytoplasm, cell membrane. So you have to label it this way. You have to, with the help of an arrow diagram, you have to draw the diagram for this answer. So that's all for today. So in our next video, when I will complete the other chapter, that is fiber to fabric, after completing the chapter we will discuss all the question answers. Thanks for watching.